What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with another Pink Slips. There's a reason why. Let me get to that. I'm very frustrated. This is probably going to be a late upload. Not a good day at the office. Basically, I tried working on some Madden 21 projecting and discussion videos. Didn't like the way it came out. Came out kind of lazy. Didn't want to do that, so we decided to scrap it. Then I decided, hey, let's get through Rip City Snowhawks, right? Let's get through the Rip City Snowhawks. So I sat down, played 4 full games to record for a new episode. 3.5 of those 4 games, the video was corrupt. And this is already on the tails of me having to scrap probably 3 good storyline ideas, because that was our storyline franchise, because the XFL folded. I had a lot of stuff that was going to be going off of the back of the XFL playoffs, the XFL championship, the fallout of the XFL season. All that got scrapped. It was just a typhoon, cyclone, tropical earthquake of bull crap that I didn't want to deal with. So I hereby announce, and I made a post about it, we're just scrapping Rip City. Rip City, this was the writing on the wall after the XFL fell, and it kind of killed, at least I might have been able to salvage it, come up with something else, but just at the top of my head, this late in the Madden cycle, and how much I want to just get through this Pink Slips and catch up to, keep getting through all the old school players and get up to the new school players. This is going to be now our premier tier 1 only Madden 20 franchise until Madden 21 drops. Obviously, we'll still be having the realistic rebuilds. We have, I definitely want to do a Tua on the Dolphins rebuild, but we're pretty much now going to be in the home stretch of, there will be some hopefully Madden 21 news coming out that we could talk about. But for right now, we're just going to focus on Flashback Pinks. And in this episode here will be the completion of the regular season. We have 4 games on the palette. 14 against the Redskins, week 15 against the Ravens, 16 against the Marshalls, and 17 against the Kansas City Chiefs. We are 6-6. We are coming off a 1-3 episode. I do have 2 changes that I want to announce right now that won't kick in this year. I hate having changes that kick in, that might be advantageous to us this season. We are still going to stay for the format for this year of playing 2 games, simming the last 2. I feel like that's right about the mark where we need to be. But going forward, because we've seen how bad our team is in the sim, how much it's just railroading our season this year, and it might in the future, I think we may have a way that, because we sim the moments. It's not like I just go to advanced week and we move on and we sim a game. I'm in there, I'm playing the moments. So I'm thinking that in 2 of the games that we sim the first half, and then at any point, if we want to come in, it's going to cost us a star. It might sound a little confusing, but I thought about it in my head. I think it's going to make sense. So here's an example. Let's just say week 14 against the Redskins, right? We're going into the first half, it's still competitive, right? And then we get into the third quarter. We want to come in the third quarter. Well, because I'm going to play the third and fourth quarter, that's going to shave 2 stars off whatever performance. If we win, we automatically take 2 stars off because we came in, try to salvage the game. So, if we only come in and we wait to the final drive or something like that in the fourth quarter, and we come in and win, automatically 1 star gets ripped off the book. So we're going to kind of have our sim will still be there, because it does help us lose a little bit, because in reality, we always just want to keep going, balls to the wall, all in on trying to just win every game possible. But for the future, next season onward, if we do want to kind of come into the franchise and take over a game during the sim, every quarter that we play is going to automatically take 1 star off our final score. And another thing that I am going to announce, because my issue with the draft was we could only draft players in the round that we're in, and if we want it, like for an example, I don't know if I can't find a UDFA off the top of the dome here, but let's just say we had let's say Gerald Riggs was a beast, but he was a UDFA and he had a 3rd round talent. I would have to draft him in the 3rd round if I wanted to utilize him. That's kind of what we did, but unfortunately, we're not playing on the same rules that Madden is. There's never a chance, like for example, Maurice Jones-Drew will not be there in the 2nd round. We will never have a scenario where we can get a guy that is graded as a 1st, 2nd round. Like, they're still there. They're going to be gone. The Madden will draft ahead. So what I'm going to change is that the green number is what I have to use to draft a player. So if there's, for an example, Let's find a steal. Brandon Marshall. Here's a good one. Great one. Brandon Marshall here. Previously, with our old draft rules, if I wanted Brandon Marshall, I would have to hope and pray that he would still be there when we got to the 4th round of the NFL draft. We've seen that with how many drafts? We've done 2 or 3 drafts already. 99.9% of the time, Brandon Marshall's getting drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. So what I'm going to do is from here on out in the draft, I just regardless of what round I'm in, I have to use the first green number there. If I want Brandon Marshall, I can draft him, but I have to draft him in the 1st round. If I want, see if I can find someone that makes a little bit more. If I want Willie Colon, I have to draft him in the 2nd round, even though he's a 5th round talent. So, you know, it's not always going to be 1st round guys, but like, you know, even when I get into the mid rounds here, like if I want Rob Dinkovich, I have to draft him in the 4th round. Duverville, 2nd round. 1st round for Talbot Hali. I just feel like that opens things up a little bit more so that our drafts aren't just getting backloaded with UDFAs, because that's kind of what's happened the last 2 drafts. So those are the 2 new rule changes that we've implemented going forward at the completion of this regular season. Well, we need to get there, and we still have a chance to go 10-6. So without further ado, I don't know what 2 games we're gonna play. Let's get a sim game out of the way. I feel like we will sim this game against the Redskins. We'll play against the Ravens. We'll play against the Marshalls. No, screw that. Let's sim the first 2. Play the last 2. We'll do that. Sim don't fail me now. I don't think we've won 1 game yet in the sim this year, have we? Maybe 1? Maybe 1. We are an 83 team. This is a 78 Washington Redskins squad, so we are overwhelming the favorite on paper. But that has not mattered at all, as we just cannot get touchdowns. It's always field goals. It's always lackluster offense. And ultimately, I think the red herring, if you will, of why we suck in the sim, it's Eli Manning. Look, we're going to lose again. Can't get a touchdown. Can't buy a touchdown. Give me this L. Nom, nom, nom. Appreciate it. Game over. So calculating the star rating of this phenomenal result. Washington won the game, which is 1 star. Looking at their player performances. They got 2 touchdowns for Rod Gardner, which is half a star. And then on the defensive side, they got 4.5 sacks from LeVar Arrington, which gives them a 2.5 star performance. That is a round down to a 2. It's a +4 upgrade. So here's the haul for the Washington Redskins. They are sending us Bryant Johnson, who actually is, I mean, that's not awful. And Joey Thomas, 71 corner. They're getting 1 point upgrade at corner to get Marcus Coleman with a dev trait. And our receiving core continues to get depleted by our incredibly horrible sim play. They're getting Roddy White. Game 2 of the simmed. It's not gonna come. Let's just be honest. It's not gonna be good. They're a 10-3 Ravens team. I mean, we need this win, man. We need a win bad. We are still in the playoff hunt, and we're actually playing okay right now. We are getting a touchdown, which is unheard of. But we desperately need to get 3 wins here. We gotta win 2 of the last 3 to even have a chance. But 3 of the last 4, it'd be okay. So defense has a chance. We have a lead. We have a 1 point lead. We're going down the field. And I think we got the monkey off our backs finally. 31-23. You just witnessed the Houston Oilers winning a sim game. I'll go calculate the star rating. We'll be right back. So getting our scoreboard out here, we won the game, which is 1 star. We won the plus-minus in the turnover, which is a half star. Looking at Elisha Manning, he did get 3 touchdowns on the day, which is worth half a star. We had nothing from receiving, nothing from rushing. Defensively, we did get 2 sacks from James Harrison, which is worth half a star. So that is it. And it's a 2.5 star, +4. So we pretty much broke even from that Redskin loss. But more importantly, a win in the win column to keep our playoff hopes alive. Yep, you know, flipping a captain for a captain. I wasn't going to think about it. You know, when you come to echelon of safeties, Troy Polamalu's A tier, but Ed Reed is S tier. The only difference is +4 overall for Ed Reed. Ed Reed is 2 years older, but you're getting X Factor. We're getting a better X Factor ability. Different styles of players. I did like the fact that we had Troy Polamalu's face scan with the cool hair and everything, but to get a chance in Ed Reed, who might be pound for pound the best safety in NFL history for, you know, I feel like we had, and there's no other real upgrades to make. So welcome Ed Reed to the Houston Oilers. He's also going to take up one of our team captain spots, so we're not going to lose him. All right, we got 3rd and 4 here. Opening drive for the Marshals. Not terribly worried. Tackle at the sticks by Jonathan Vilma. Oh, they moved the chains. I mean, they got Lamont Jordan as their starting running back. David Carr at quarterback. I mean, we should just be able to just suffocate them. We got Ed Reed on the back end. Would be a great. Oh, there we go. He makes himself known to the Oiler fans by blowing out the play. It would be great if Ed Reed could get a pick 6, something like that. Classic Ed Reed. We're doing all right here, man. We're just giving up. Not a lot of chunk plays. They're dinking and ducking. They've gone and chewed away pretty much half of the first quarter here. So this defense is getting tired, but the offense is getting tired. And the first mistake is made by the offense. See, they're getting tired. False start. 5-yard penalty. Let's bring the pain here. What do we got? Where's Ed Reed? Can I show off my coverage ability? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to not be a liability back here at safety. As it almost gets baited in, and literally the worst starter on our defense, 71 overall Mitchell, looks like a bumbling idiot as the Marshals to settle for a field goal. Let's keep them on their toes. No huddle. Who wants it? Can we go to Shannon Sharp? He draws the PI like the grizzled veteran he is. And we're going to be goal to go. Yes. Yes. Oh, Hillard? Hillard, beautiful. Unnecessary toe tap, but that's a terrific route ran. Great matchup. He was one-on-one with a linebacker. Don't know a damn thing about him, but I like him. This is, you know, come on. You're doing that. You're trying to get into they're already in. They're already checked out. They're already trying to get into halftime, and you let Andre Johnson do that to you? Get dogged on. Willie! Fast Willie Parker. Just give me the 5-star now. Well, that feels good. Completely railroading the worst team in the game. 41-6. We already, it's a 5-star. We need to go through. Okay, we got 3 right off the rat. We got a win, divisional win. It was by more than 21 points. We got a full star there for Eli Manning, who, what do we got? 404. We got half-star Jason Witten. We got a full-star Andre Johnson. Half-star Shannon Sharp. On the defense on the back end, Albert Haynes with 2 sacks. Got himself a half-star. So it's a thing of beauty. Maybe that's... What did Mr. Ed Reed do in his first game here? He got, not bad, 4 tackles. Made him, people were scared. You're scared to throw it his way. I get it. So, big 5-star, gonna spin the wheel, and hopefully this win means something for the playoff hunt. So, because of that 5-star, before we get to find our upgrade, we get to spin the wheel. We're now down to only 3 widgets here, because we're late. We can't get, we used to have 4, which is a pink special, which you got 2 throw power, 2 sprint speed, 2 acceleration. But now we have maxed out throw power for Eli Manning, and it wants to be a benefit. I don't want to just have +2 to my backup quarterback. I am thinking, however, we have on the negative wheel draft a bust, which essentially means if we get that, then that means we have to roll another board to see what pick that we use. Like, it could be the first, could be the second, but let's just say we roll it. We get the draft a bust option on the negative wheel, right? And then I spin it, and I find out my second round pick has to be a bust. So that means in that second round, just have to draft the most garbage guy. I think maybe an idea for a positive widget could be draft a stud, which means we land on that option. It's going to be just straight up be the inverse. Then we pop up a second wheel. We find out what pick we can go in and then just draft whatever player we want at that pick. So the restrictions that we kind of already talked about, where I have to draft a player at the round that their true talent's at. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we know when Trying to think about it, like when Tony Romo was a UDFA, but he still had a first-round grade, we would have to draft him in the first round. That's the only way we can get him. But if I get an option to draft a stud, I can pretty much get any player at any round for one of my picks. That feels kind of overpowered. Could be kind of cool. Let me know how you feel about it. Either way, let's spin this wheel. We got our 3 widgets here, plus 20 overall, plus upgrade a dev trait, or we have pick a team, which means we can use this plus 10 upgrade and use it on anybody else. It is actually the plus 20 overall, which is gonna be rough because the Marshals team's already really, really bad. So to utilize maybe the least whelming plus 20, we're gonna send Bryant Johnson, and we're actually also gonna pair that with our beautiful fullback, Mike Green, and we're gonna get a new fullback in James Hodgins, who's 77, because why not? And we're going to get back David Boston, who we lost earlier to the Marshals in the season when we had a terrific sim performance. So as we enter the final game of the season, we are 8-7. We have the 9-6 Chiefs. I was looking here more so at the playoffs because that's all that really matters. In the AFC, the division winners have been set. The Colts, #1 seed. Ravens at 2 seed. Beat both of them. Dolphins the 3, Chiefs the 4. Those are all the division winners. So the wild card's up for birth. We are in a wild card spot right now, and it's going to be Oilers, Bengals, and Browns. One of these teams, 8-7, is not going to make it. So there's still technically a chance if we go out and lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, we still make the playoffs. But we are right there in the hunt for the final wild card spot, or have the first wild card spot, either or. So the Bengals and the Browns, who are they taking on? And hopefully they're playing each other. That would actually be kind of cool. Bengals, Browns. See, I can't see for... Browns are taking on the Bills. And the Bengals, because I can't see very well, are taking on the Denver Broncos. Okay. So, we don't... I guess if we lose, we don't control our destiny, but if we win, we do. And on top of that, we have a breakout scenario here for Albert Hainsworth, looking to become a superstar X Factor, hold the Kansas City Chiefs to less than 50 rushing yards, or get Al 3 TFLs, sacks, combination of forced fumbles, all those things for him to become a new X Factor. Cool. And we're coming off a weekly player of the week, Eli Manning, 450, 4 tutties. Okay, we can do this in front of our home fans. Oh, come on. The freak Javon Curse gets home. 3rd and a mile. Not a great start to our opening drive. Oh, let's go, Willie. We've done literally nothing all game. And all it takes... Oh, come on. Get over the line. What a tackle. It takes Willie Parker one play. After literally, I think all of our runs were negative runs. And it puts us up here on the 1. Now, how actually the Chiefs have dominated the line of scrimmage. This might not be a gimme. We got the power back in there, Steven Jackson. That's essentially what it's been. Every play except the big Willie Parker run. Come on. But you did. But you did. Oh, good, man. These linebackers. This is actually a really good Chiefs team. Their quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. So he clearly knows what he's doing, right? See if we can get an Andre Johnson, Jason Witten. Oh, what? There we go. Nice. Okay. Priest Holmes up the middle. Our really good goal line D. Hiccups. A little bit of a hiccup. Third and 5, looking to get something going. I think we only have 2 or 3 completions right now, which is not great. Check it down to the running back. All right, got to settle for a field goal. I don't think Seabass has missed all year, so this should be automatic. All right, a big third down here for the... Okay, who do we got? Well, I put my skills in here. We got Reed on Tony Gonzalez. And they just take the check down of the white guy anyways. Brandon Stokely? Gross. Oh, look at the ticker. Oh, Johnson's open. Cleveland lost already. It's in the books. So this game now is more about pride and not losing a player because we have secured a playoff berth. Grinding our way down the field, get ourselves a touchdown. Willie Parker, C4 special. Very rarely called here for the Oilers. It would be nice to give Willie Parker another touchdown as we'll put him on 10 on the season. They had a lead, and now it's gone. Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers head-to-head. Doesn't get a lot better than this. The future of the league. And he fumbles it. Oh, big recovery. That could be the mistake that seals the Chiefs' fate. Booth review. Come on. And now we got Jim Leonard out here. Oh boy. Let's try to cover the white guy. That's who they're going to. Doesn't matter. They still find a way to target Lito Shepard. I think that's Dante Hall. All right, whatever. They haven't stopped Andre Johnson all game. What's changed? Nothing. Come on, David Boston. Welcome back to the baby powder blue.
Let's go, baby.
All right, we got no one good. Great. Shannon Sharp. Can Shannon Sharp seal this one? No one got open. We'll just chuck it away. We still got all our timeouts, so maybe trying to sneak a run in here. Not the worst thing we can do if we can get this blocked up as Willie Parker untouched. Kansas City clearly thought we'd go to the air again. 10th touchdown of the season. Willie Parker should do it. As the Chiefs lose, we already secured our playoff berth. We probably could have pulled our stars to make sure we got into this injury-free. But then injuries are turned off, so I didn't need to do that. And rather than rest on our laurels, we heated things up. Andre Johnson, Eli Manning, finished it out strong. That's a big dub. I don't know what the star rating is going to be, but there's plenty of talent to pillage from that Chiefs team that we should be getting a decent upgrade. I'll calculate the score. We'll be right back. Okay, so calculated. We won the game, which is 1 star. We won the turnover battle, half star. Looking at our player performance in this shootout, Eli Manning with over 303. That is 1 full star for him. Willie Parker at over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a full star for him. Andre Johnson dominant. 4 catches, 290 yards, 2 tutties. He's a pink slips king. That's a full star for him. And defensively, we got an interception for Donald Mitchell, which is worth half a star. That is a 5-star performance, a +10 upgrade, a spin of the wheel. And that also means one more thing. I made a promise, a pledge, at the very beginning of this series. This is the first time we've got 2 back-to-back 5-star performances. That the next game, off of getting 2 5 stars, goes out to all Madden. Our next game is the playoffs. Why? Why? All right, we are back. Another chance to spin the wheel. Really looking for anything that's not pick a team, because I really kind of want to pick someone away from this Chiefs. That would kind of, defeat the point. And it's a dev boost. I'll take that. First time we've rolled that. That is 1 player, any player on our team, we get to upgrade their dev trait. For the upgrade, it really comes down to 2 players, 2 of our team captains. We have Albert Hainsworth, who's a 91, and we have Sean Merriman, who's 7 I'm just going to go with Merriman, lights out. I feel like maybe a little bit more exciting. abilities, and he probably needs the development a little bit more. So congrats to Lights Out Sean Merriman, who is now a brand new superstar X Factor coming off the edge with reinforcement. That's probably like the worst one, but cool. For our trade, I'm not even going to utilize the full 10. That's how just disrespectful I'm going to be. But we're going to flip Kevin Johnson, 74, and Joey Thomas, 71. We're going to use a straight swap, 71-71. Carroll's younger and a lot better athlete with 94 speed, 94 acceleration. And we're going to get the human joystick, Dante Hall. 82 stars, 26, can play in the slot, can play out wide. 95 speed, 95 acceleration. You got the perfect 99 agility. The jukes at 93, 95 kick return, 94 elusiveness. He gonna be fun. So we await the Chiefs, an immediate rematch here in the wild card, but we made the playoffs for the first time in Houston Oilers pink slip history, and as promised, it's gonna be on All Madden this time. Our first playoff game, and it's on All Madden against Kansas City. But that is for another episode. We'll be back short, like I said, now with Snowhawks gone. This is the premier franchise on the channel, so we'll be coming back to it. We brought in a couple new faces here. I'm very excited to implement Dante Hall in this offense. He's going to be cheesy as hell. Absolutely cheesy as hell. Able to also bring on the defense. We got Ed Reed doing his thing back there at safety. We got a new dev trait for Sean Merriman. Life's looking good, man. I'm not hating where our team is at right now. So that does it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe if it's your first time. There's not a better franchise, Madden 20 franchise, this late in the cycle on all of YouTube. So I hope you guys are digging it, and I'll catch you guys back on the next one. Peace out.